Now before moving on to the next problem, now see here sir, till now whatever we have solved till now, from the last few problems we are discussing this variety. I will once again write the note. Although we have discussed this variety of problem from the last few questions, but still once again I would like to solve or write this particular note, and from this whatever I write right now, I want to extend it for my next upcoming problem. Now what is that we have learnt till now? Suppose if x plus 1 by x, if x plus 1 by x value is known to us as k. For example, if at all we know the value of x plus 1 by x as some constant k, then we can easily find x square plus 1 by x square value, which we already know it is k square minus 2. We can also find another thing from the last few problems we are solving this. If we know x plus 1 by x as k, then x minus 1 by x can be easily found out as plus or minus square root of k square and 4. But what is that and should be either plus and plus 4 or minus 4 here, because this if condition is having plus here, or I can say the other way, because then condition is having minus here, because it is minus here also it will be minus. Don't get confused. Similarly one more condition what we learnt is, if x minus 1 by x is equal to k, if x minus 1 by x is equal to k, then if I want to find the reverse, x plus 1 by x if I want to find, then this is plus or minus square root of k square, and because it is plus in the then condition, it is k square plus 4. Now if you observe this carefully, whatever I have written till now, if you observe very carefully, now what I have done here in these two conditions is, very carefully if you observe, the coefficient of x is how much in this case? The coefficient of x is 1. Similarly the coefficient of 1 by x is how much? The coefficient of 1 by x is also 1. But what if the coefficient of x and 1 by x are not equal to 1, but they are equal to some other different value or some other different values? That means coefficient of x and 1 by x, let it be same other than 1. Let the coefficient of x and 1 by x be 2. Let the coefficient of x and 1 by x be 7, something like that. Or let the coefficient of x be 5, but the coefficient of 1 by x is not equal to 5. It is some other constant like 9 for example. How can we solve that problem? So now see here, I am discussing this variety. If x plus 1 by x is equal to k, then we easily know how to find x minus 1 by x value, right? This is nothing but equal to plus or minus square root of k square minus 4. But I am not teaching you the same thing again, but I am interested in teaching you, instead of having coefficient of x as 1 and instead of having coefficient of 1 by x also as 1, let my coefficient of x be a and 1 by x coefficient let it be b. Similarly coefficient of x here also be a and 1 by x let it be b, and similarly the final result is plus or minus square root of k square minus 4. But when the coefficient of x and 1 by x are not equal to 1 but they are equal to a and b, this same k square minus 4 becomes k square minus 4ab, right? K square minus 4ab. And the vice versa is also true. If ax minus b by x is equal to k, then I can find the reverse, that is nothing but ax plus 1 by x, and it is once again very simple, plus or minus square root of what we know is k square minus 4. But this k square minus 4 is when the coefficient of x and 1 by x are equal to 1. Whenever in any question, if the coefficients are not equal to 1, then you should just multiply this 4 with the coefficient of x, that is a, and the coefficient of 1 by x, that is b. I hope the idea is very clear. If you want the proof also, the proof is also very simple sir, it's not at all difficult. Now we know that m minus n whole square. Instead of writing a minus b whole square and getting confused with the same variables a and b, so I am using some other variables. M minus n whole square can be easily written as m minus n whole square can be written as it is m plus n whole square, m plus n whole square minus 4 into m into n, right? This is something which we discussed already. Instead of m, I will put it as ax. Instead of n, I will put it as b by x. So this becomes ax minus b by x whole square. Ax minus b by x whole square is nothing but it is ax plus b by x the whole square. Ax plus b by x the whole square. Let me write it. Ax plus b by x the whole square minus 4 times of m value is nothing but ax, n value is nothing but b by x. So x will cancel out and you will be left with minus 4ab. But I don't want square term in the left hand side. So ax minus b by x can be written as, take the square root on both sides, it becomes plus or minus square root of ax plus b by x. I will call it as k, right? It becomes k square minus 4ab, right? Minus 4ab. One of the thing I proved it out of two conditions. The other one is exact the opposite thing, sir. I don't want you to keep on wasting time by just proving the things. Let us solve some beautiful varieties of questions in whatever we are going to discuss in the next few minutes of our class. I hope this condition, this particular condition and this condition is very clear. It is quite similar to the previous cases. Only difference is instead of putting x and 1 by x coefficients as 1, like the way we solved our previous questions, here the coefficients are not equal to 1 but some other constants, right? Now see here, let us see the questions. You will understand it much better. Now please see question number 31. Please see question number, sorry, not 31 sir, 51. Question number 51. If 3m minus 1 divided by 4m is equal to 6, then 4m plus 1 divided by 3m is equal to how much? Now see here, what is that they are asking you in the question? First of all, in the question they are asking you 4m plus 1 by 3m. That means if I know the value of 4m minus 1 by 3m, if I know the value of 4m minus 1 by 3m as some constant k, then 4m plus 1 by 3m finding the value is never a difficult task. But in the question they are not giving you 4m minus 1 by 3m value, they are instead giving you 3m minus 1 by 4m value. This value is given in the question as 6, but the question actually require, what we actually require is not 3m minus 1 by 4m, but what we actually require is 4m minus 1 by 3m value we need. So that means for m the coefficient should be 4. So multiply the entire left hand side by 4. If you are multiplying the left hand side by 4, right hand side also multiply by 4. And the another thing is the coefficient of m should only be 4. This 3 should not be there. If I want to cancel that 3, then divide by 3. Left hand side if you divide by 3, right hand side also divide it by 3. That means left hand side becomes 4 by 3 into 3. It is 4m. It is 4m minus 4 by 3 into 1 by 4m. It is 1 by 3m. Right hand side is 3 into 1, 3 into 2. 4 into 2 is 8. I know the value of 4m minus 1 by 3m as 8. Whenever I know the value of 4m minus 1 by 3m, finding out 4m plus 1 by 3m is never a difficult task. It is plus or minus square root of. Why am I not writing plus or minus? Because the answer options are anyway not having minus sign, so I will ignore that negative sign. Square root of k square minus 4. K square is nothing but 8 square. It is 64 minus 4. But if you just stop at minus 4, you are making a mistake, because the coefficient of m and 1 by m are not equal to 1. You should multiply this 4 with coefficient of m, which is nothing but 4, and you should also multiply with coefficient of 1 by m, which is nothing but 3. That means answer is square root of plus or minus square root of. sorry, coefficient of 1 by m is not 3, sir. I did a mistake here. Coefficient of 1 by m is 1 by 3, right? Coefficient of 1 by m is 1 by 3. So this will be finally reducing to plus or minus square root of 64 minus 16 divided by 3, right? 64 minus 16 divided by 3. 1 minute, sir. I think I am making a small mistake here. So that mistake is, once again, if I know the value of, okay, so this is what the mistake I made it here also. I am so sorry for this. This mistake I made it here also. Let me eliminate that mistake. I think I made it here also. Yes. No, I have done it properly here. If it is minus here, then here also it is minus. If it is plus here, here also it should be plus, right? This is the mistake I made, right? This is the mistake I made. Similarly, let us come to the problem. Do not worry, sir. These are all small mistakes. I think that, I hope that you will not make those mistakes what I did here. Now I want to find 4m plus 1 by 3m. That means inside the square root also, because the then condition is having plus, inside the square root also it should be plus. That means square root of 64 plus 16 by 3. 64 into 3. If I take the LCM, let me write it here, sir. Let me write it here. LCM is 3. So if I take that 3, 64 into 3 is 192 plus 16. It is 208. Square root of 208 whole divided by 3, but this can further be simplified. First thing you should understand is, I will get square root of 3 in the denominator. So option A cannot be the right answer, option C cannot be the right answer. Either it should be option B or option D. Now option B has 4 outside the square root. If I bring inside, it becomes a square root of 16 into 13. Square root of 16 into 13 is nothing but 208. So you can mark that option. Fourth option can be eliminated. I hope the idea is clear. Very simple, sir. They are just changing it like this in the if condition so that you will get confused. But please make sure that you will change the given condition according to what is being asked in the question. Because the question is asking 4m plus 1 by 3m. If you know 4m minus 1 by 3m, it becomes dead easy for you to solve it. So make that if condition look into the format of 4m minus 1 by 3m by doing all the required adjustments. I hope the idea is very clear for you people, sir. Next question. Question number 52. These all things are very easy once you start understanding the logics of solving these questions. The question says, if 2m square minus 4 root 10m plus 7 equal to 0, then find the value of 2m by 7 minus 1 by 7. Now see here, first of all I want the coefficient of m square to be 1. So divide this entire equation by 2 on the left and right hand side. So if I divide 2m square by 2 is m square, 4 by 2 is 2, it becomes 2 root 10 into m plus 7 by 2 equal to 0, right? Plus 7 by 2 equal to 0. Now can I say that, can I say from this saying that because this quadratic equation is given, I can directly write it as, because the constant is having plus sign, it is m plus 7 by 2x, right? I hope you are understanding the logic. It is m plus 7 by 2x, or sorry, not x, it is m in this question. It is m plus 7 by 2m is equal to this constant which is there on the right hand side minus 2 root 10, sorry, not constant, the coefficient of m shifted to the right hand side, it becomes plus 2 root 10. I hope this is very clear for you, sir. Without any hesitation, this should be very clear for you people, right? Now if you observe the question, question require the coefficient of m to be 2 by 7, but here the coefficient of m is 1. So multiply the entire left hand side by 2 by 7. Sir, honestly speaking, you don't need to do all these things. You actually don't need to do all these things. Sorry, sir, this m should be there in the denominator, right? This m should be there in the denominator. It is m plus 1 by m, right? So that means m plus 7 by 2m. m plus 7 by 2m. You don't need to write all these things in the examination. I am writing it because I want you people to understand. But you can skip writing the entire equation, just multiplying 2 by 7, 2 by 7. All these things should be avoided in the exam. It is not that it can be avoided. It should be avoided for mandatorily, right? Mandatorily, you should avoid all these extra intermediate steps. I am writing it for your explanation purpose. So I can write this equation as 2 by 7 into m. It becomes 2 by 7m plus 2 by 7 into 7 by 2. It is nothing but 1 by m, right? It is 1 by m. Right hand side is equal to 2 into 2, 4. It is 4 by 7 times of root 10, right? 4 by 7 times of root 10. Now, can I say that I know the value of 2m, 2 by 7m plus 1 by m. This value I know it. Because I know plus value, the other value which is asked in the question is minus in between. That's the only difference. Or in simple language, if I call 2 by 7 times of m as x and 1 by m if I call it as 1 by x, if I call it as 2 by 7 m as x and this is 1 by x, x plus 1 by x is known to me and I want to find x minus 1 by x. It is very, very simple. From this particular equation, I can easily say that 2 by 7m minus 1 by 7 can be easily written as plus or minus square root of k square minus 4ab. K square is nothing but 4 by 7 root 10 whole square. That means it is nothing but 16 divided by 49. Root 10 whole square is multiply this 16 by 10. 160 minus 49 minus 4ab. 4 into a value is nothing but coefficient of m, which is 2 by 7. B value is nothing but coefficient of 1 by m, which is nothing but 1. So let me write it in the next screen. So let me write the same answer once again. 160 divided by 49 under the square root minus 4 into 2 by 7 is, it is nothing but 8 by 7, right? It is nothing but 8 by 7. But the LCM of 49 and 7 is 49. That means let me make the common denominator in both the case. This is 49. This also should become 49. Multiply by 7, multiply by 7. So the common denominator is 49 right now. Square root of 49 is 7. That means the denominator should have 7. The denominator should have 7. But all the 4 options are having denominators as 7. So I cannot stop at this point. Numerator is nothing but square root of 160 minus 56. It is 104. Final answer for this question is square root of 104 by 7, which is option C. And trust me, sir, this hardly take 10 seconds. Why did I take 2 minutes or more than 2 minutes? Just because I want to teach you. That's all, nothing else. That is the only reason why I am teaching or probably dragging explanation and making sure that you people understand it in a better way. But you don't need to write all these extra steps in your examination and waste your time. You should be so fast enough to write in whatever the steps which are required, and you should also be so fast enough to understand and realize what not to write it in the examination hall. I hope the idea is clear, sir. Next, question number 53. Question number 53. Now observe carefully, sir. Question says 3q plus 2 by q is equal to 7. That is the given condition. Finding condition is 9q square minus 4 by q square is equal to how much? 9q square can be written as 3q whole square minus 4 by q square can be written as 2 by q whole square, right? 2 by q whole square. Now, can I say that this is something of the form x square minus y square? It is nothing but x plus y. That means 3q plus 2 by q into x minus y. 3q minus 2 by q. This is what basically they are asking you to find. But there are 2 terms in whatever I need to find. Out of those 2 terms, The beautiful advantage in this question is the first term value is given in the question as 7. 3q plus 2 by q value is given in the question as 7. This is already known to me. And the second term, whenever I know the value of 3q plus 2 by q, x plus 1 by x value is known to me. I can easily find x minus 1 by x value. It is plus or minus square root of k square minus 4ab. K value is 7. 7 square minus 4 into a value is nothing but 3. 4 into 3 is 12. B value is nothing but 2. 12 into 2 is 24. That means square root of 49 minus 24. Square root of 25. Square root of 25 is nothing but 5. 7 multiplied by 5. Answer for this question is how much? It is 35. Now see here, sir. Little simple. Little logical sense if you apply, you don't even have to do these two extra additional steps in your examination. You don't even have to do. You don't even have to write square root of k square minus 4ab, all those things. You don't even have to calculate it as square root of 49 minus 24, and you actually don't even have to multiply 7 and 5 and get the final answer as 35. Yes, I know that final answer is 35 because I solved the entire thing completely. It is not a mistake. I am not saying that that's a mistake whatever we have done. It is absolutely 100% correct. But I want you people to think little logically. Now see here, sir. Whatever I solved is method 1. Method 2 is also very quite similar to method 1 itself. But you can, if you are a logical thinker, you can get the answer little fast. Now, what is that we need to find? 3q whole square minus 2 by q whole square. That we understood it as x square minus y square, x minus y into x plus y. That means we came to know that we need to find 3q plus 2 by q into 3q minus 2 by q value we need to find, right? But 3q plus 2 by q, this value is given in the question as 7, and 3q minus 2 by q, in our method 1 we applied it as k square minus 4ab under the square root, and we got the answer finally. Happy. But think logically, sir. You don't need to find this value. Why? Because this is 7. First number is 7. That means the second number you are multiplying by some value. It is 5. We came to know that 3q minus 2 by q is 5 from method 1. I am not saying that we will not come to know that, but I am saying that you don't need to come to know, because 7 multiplied by anything, that means answer should be a multiple of 7. Answer should be a multiple of 7. If you observe the first option is 25. 25 is not a multiple of 7, so you can directly rule it off. Directly first option is ruled out. Fourth option is 30. 30 is not a multiple of 7, ruled out. Answer should be either 35 or answer should be 49. Now think little logically, sir. Think little logically. First number we got it as 7. We came to know from the question as 7. Suppose assume that the third option is there. Third option is 49. This 49 is 7 is already given in the question. 3q minus 2 by q is what we are interested in finding, right? That means 7 multiplied by something should give you 49. 7 into which number is 49? 7 into 7 only is 49. That means 3q plus 2 by q is 7. That is known from the question. If I choose the third option as 49, then 3q minus 2 by q also will become 7 only. That means, think logically, the sum of two numbers is 7. The difference of same two numbers, can it be 7? No, it cannot be 7, sir. The sum of two numbers, if it is 7, the difference of the same two numbers cannot be 7. So, option C is also ruled out. The only option other than the three options options which I eliminated, which are not multiples of 7, the only option which is satisfying right now out of the given options is it is 35. That means answer for this question can be so beautifully solved without even having putting the pen on the paper. Without even having putting the pen on the paper, I am saying it to you, sir, because looking into the question only you will realize that 9q square is nothing but 3q whole square, 4 by q square is nothing but 2q whole square. It is 3q plus 2q into 3q, 2 by q minus into 3q minus 2 by q. This is 7 into something. You should directly within a second get into a conclusion that it is a multiple of 7 answer. But having said that, two options are there, but eliminated one option 49, because 49 is 7 multiplied by the same number 7. If I make it as same number 7, that means the sum of two numbers 3q and 2 by q is 7. The difference of two numbers also, will it be 7? No. The sum of two numbers and the difference of two numbers cannot be equal to the same value 7 in this case. So answer cannot be 149 also. The only option left out is 35. This is how you need to think, sir. Trust me, take my words. You will think that how much time will it take to solve all these things? Hardly another 5 to 10 seconds extra. You might think that, my God, for another extra 5 seconds or 10 seconds, why is this person saying it so many times not to use all these extra steps in the examination hall? Only 5 to 10 seconds, right? Will it matter too much? Yes, it will matter the most. I am talking about that saving of 5 or 10 seconds extra in only this particular question. Like the way, if you are little smart, if your smartness is more powerful than your formula based learning, then you will save even more lot of time in every problem, and you will end up having so much of time accumulated for some of the difficult questions. What you might think, please utilize that particular timing for those difficult questions. And I am telling you, sir, these things will help you tremendously in cracking aptitude examination paper. Question number 54. Question number 54. Now see here. Question says 6z minus 10 minus 1 by 10z, it is equal to 12. They are asking you 10z square minus 1 by 36 square. The question is 10z square minus 1 by 36z square. It is not 36 square. The question says it is 36z square. That is the actual question. Now see here, sir. Instead of thinking too much about it, this happens to be one of the most easiest question, because 10z square is nothing but, sorry, not 10z square, 100z square is nothing but it is 10z whole square. It is 10z whole square. 1 by 36z square is nothing but it is 1 by 6z whole square. That means this question and the previous question exactly more or less they are same. That means, can I say that x square minus y square is, it is nothing but x minus y, 10z minus 1 by 6z into x plus y, 10z plus 1 by 6z. This is what we are finding basically, right? This is what we are finding. Now see here, sir. Question says, okay, first of all, in whatever we need to find, we have 10z minus 1 by 6z, but in the question they are giving you 6z minus 1 by 10z. So coefficient of z should become 10, but here the coefficient of z is 6. Multiply by 10. Multiply by 10 on the left side and right side. Similarly, the coefficients of z should only be 10. This 6 should be eliminated. Divide by 6 on both left and right hand side. That means basically I am multiplying by 10 by 6 on both left and right hand side, which you should not write this equation which I am writing right now. You should straightforward calculate it in your mind and get the value straightforward. So that means 10 by 6 into 6 is 10z minus 10 by 6 into 1 by 10 is, it's nothing but 1 by 6 divided by z, right? It is by z, equal to 6 into 1, 6 into 2. So 10 into 2 is how much? It is 20. That means, can I say that I am actually in need of finding this entire value Out of this entire value, one of the value is known to me as 20 right now. The other value is 10z plus 1 by 6z I need to calculate, and that is also very easy, which you are already aware of, because if I know x minus 1 by x value, I am actually finding x plus 1 by x value. This is nothing but plus or minus square root of k square. K value is 20. 20 square is 400. Because they are asking you to find plus value, it is k square plus 4ab and it is not minus 4ab. K square plus 4 into a is nothing but coefficient of z, that is nothing but 10. B is nothing but coefficient of 1 by z, that is nothing but 1 by 6. So this is 2 into 2 is 4, 2 into 3 is 6. So finally it will eventually reduce to, 20 into square root of 400 plus, let me write it in the next screen, sir, after this calculation. 400 plus 2 into 10 is 20, 20 by 3. 400 plus 20 by 3 is what I got. Let me write the same equation in the next screen, and you should be very fast enough in calculating all these things. Plus or minus square root of 400 plus 20 by 3. If I take the denominator LCM as 3, 400 into 3 plus 20, that means it will reduce to, this will reduce to square root of 400 into 3, 1200 plus 20, it is 1220. I hope you are understanding, sir. It is 1220 by 3. This can further be reduced as, 1220 is 4 times of 305 divided by 3. Square root of 4 is taken outside as 2, and that 2 is multiplied with 20. So 20 into 2 is 40. 40 into square root of 305 divided by 3. All these calculations, it is not at all new for you. Being a student who is preparing for aptitude exam, you should be very fast in solving those extra steps. 305 by 3, in all the options they have given in mixed fractions. So which option is 305 by 3? 305 divided by 3 is nothing but 101 2 by 3. 3 into 101 is 303 plus 2 305 divided by 3. Option A should be the correct answer. Sir, it is very easy. Whenever you know x plus 1 by x value, it is quite evident that you can find x minus 1 by x. Similarly, whenever you know x minus 1 by x value, it is quite evident once again that you can easily find x plus 1 by x value. And if the coefficient of x and 1 by x are not equal to 1, then also you know how to find it, and that is what we are solving right now. Whenever it is not equal to 1, the coefficients of x and 1 by x are not equal to 1, so your final result will become square root of k square minus 4. For that 4 you should multiply by coefficient of x, which we generally call it as a, and coefficient of 1 by x, which we generally call it as b. So finally it will reduce to square root of k square minus 4ab. And if condition, if it is not given according to the then condition, so then convert the if condition as per the requirement of the then condition, like the way we have done it in this particular problem and in our previous questions also. I hope you are not getting confused and you are very clear with whatever we are learning till now, sir. Please see the next question. Question number 55. Question number 55. Let me write this equation. The question says p power 3 by 4 plus 1 divided by p power 3 by 4 plus 9 is equal to 0, right? Equal to 0. Let me write that 0 later on, right? Is equal to 0. Question says find the value of p power 3 by 4 plus 9 minus 1 divided by p power 3 by 4 plus 9 whole square, right? Here also it is square. Now see here, sir. See here. P power 3 by 4 plus 9 is present here. Here also same term is present. Here also same term is present. But here only p power 3 by 4 is present. If it was p power 3 by 4 plus 9, it would have been very nice. That means this plus 9 is missing on the left hand side. If it is missing, add it on the left hand side. But if you are adding it on the left hand side, make sure that you will also add it on the right hand side. Right hand side earlier was 0, 0 plus 9 is 9. That means instead of just confusing you, or instead of you getting confused, what is this here? Power is 3 by 4, all those things little complicated. Don't get confused. Don't get confused, sir. Just call this p power 3 by 4 plus 9 as some variable x. Just call it as x. That means your question now reduces to, your question completely now reduces to, if p power 3 by 4 plus 9, I am calling it as x plus 1 by x. If x plus 1 by x is equal to 9, then in the question they are asking you x square minus 1 by x square is how much? So can I say that x square minus 1 by x square is x plus 1 by x into x minus 1 by x. That means x plus 1 by x into x minus 1 by x is nothing but, we know the value of x plus 1 by x as 9 already. We know it as 9 already. That means this value is 9. 9 multiplied by something. Answer should be a multiple of 9. Option B ruled out. Option C ruled out. Option D should be correct, or option A should be correct. But think little logically. I have two options which are multiples of 9 right now, so I will continue further. If I know x plus 1 by x value as 9, x minus 1 by x is square root of k square minus 4. K square is 9 square 81 minus 4. 81 minus 4, and coefficient of x and 1 by x is nothing but 1. I don't need to multiply that with 4 anyway. Answer is square 9 into square root of 81 minus 4 is how much? 77. Answer cannot be option D. Answer should be option A. And please, I am repeating it after taking so many problems, and I will even more take so many questions also in my few more classes also. Do not worry about it. But having said that, just because the powers are some little awkward powers like 3 by 4, 5 by 7, 9 by 2, etc., don't get intimidated by those terms, and don't have that fear. How can I solve this kind of questions? Trust me, this is one of the most easiest question. If you get this question in the examination hall, consider yourself lucky. Very simple way of saying. I hope the idea is clear, sir. Next question. Now, if you observe, sir, till this point of a time, whatever we have solved, all the questions whatever we have solved, it is power having 1. That means the finding out condition, that means the then condition is I need to find x plus 1 by x where the power is 1, or x minus 1 by x where the power is 1 again, or x square plus 1 by x square where the power is 2, or x square minus 1 by x square where the power is 2. What if the power becomes 3? What if the power becomes 3? Let us solve that variety of questions right now. But before that, let us learn some basics, and then let us take it forward. Now see here, sir. Power should be equal to 3. So one thing which we know when the power is 3 is a plus b whole power 3. A plus b whole cube we are all aware of from our school days also. A cube plus b cube plus 3ab into a plus b. This is nothing but a plus b whole cube. Correct, right? I am sure that you know it. Now, I want to keep this a cube plus b cube on one of the sides. That means I will keep that a cube plus b cube on one of the sides, and the remaining terms I will shift it to the other side. That means this becomes a plus b whole cube, 3ab into a plus b, if it shifts to the other side, it becomes minus 3ab into a plus b. Now, if I simplify further, a plus b whole cube has one of the a plus b's, and here also there is another a plus b. That means I can take that a plus b common factor. I can take that a plus b common factor. If I take a plus b common in a plus b whole cube, then the thing which is left out is a plus b whole square, which is nothing but a square plus b square plus 2ab. These are all the proof for our problem solving. Now, in this, the next term a plus b is taken out already. Remaining is minus 3ab, right? Minus 3ab. So, finally, can I say that a cube plus b cube is nothing but a plus b into a square plus b square minus ab. I hope the idea is very clear. A cube plus b cube is a plus b into a square plus b square minus ab, right? It is minus ab. Now, this is one of the things, sir. The exact replica of it, I want to tell you that also. Let me prove it that also. Why to leave some few things, small things? Let me teach you everything what is possibly required for you people. We also know a minus b whole cube as a cube minus b cube minus 3ab into a minus b. Same thing. I want to keep a cube minus b cube on one of the sides. A cube minus b cube is a minus b whole cube plus 3ab into a minus b. So, I want to take this a minus b common factor. If I take a minus b common factor on the right hand side, this becomes a minus b into the thing which is left here is a minus b whole square, a square plus b square minus 2ab, and here the leftover term is plus 3ab. So, eventually this will finally reduce to a cube minus b cube is equal to a minus b into a square plus b square plus ab, right? A square plus b square plus ab. I hope the idea is very clear for you people. Now, think a little logically, sir. How to remember these two in easier format? Can I say that I want to find a cube plus b cube, or I want to find a cube minus b cube? Now, I know that it is a plus b or a minus b. Something is there. Let us not worry about the sign right now. So, it is either a plus b or a minus b. And in the second term, there are three terms. First term is a square, second term is b square, third term is ab. Don't worry about the plus or minus sign right now. First term a square, second term b square, third term is ab. Now, this is something which we are 100% sure about. But what is the sign? Which sign should come where? That is what we don't know properly. We proved it just now. Now see here. Easy way of remembering. Left hand side is closer to the first term. Left hand side is closer to the first term. Whatever the sign which is there on the left hand side, put it to your close friend. Close friend is nothing but the person who is closer to you, right? Put it to your close friend. That means, can I say that left hand side is closer to the first term? So, this is having plus sign. Here also put plus sign. This is having minus sign. Here also put minus sign. Simple. That is the first point. Or let me put it in a different color so that you will understand. Put plus sign here because left hand side is having plus. Because left hand side is having minus, put minus here. Now that is the first remembrance. Sir, there is no rule that you should remember like this only. I am trying to make it as simple as possible. That's all. Now, second key point. Second thing is a square b square is there, right? In both the cases, it is always addition. Don't even bother about it. In both the cases, it is always addition. And the third thing is left hand side is plus. Left hand side is plus in the first equation, and this is very far from the left side. That means he is not your close friend, he is your far friend. That means he is not that close for you. If he is having plus, put a reverse 1. That means put here minus. Simple way of remembering. Similarly, left hand side is minus here, and here it is very far, because he is your far friend, not that very close friend to you. If you are having minus with you, put the reverse here, put plus here. That's all. I hope the idea is very clear for every student who is listening to this class. Now, this is one thing that we need to know before we move on to problem solving. Now, I will extend it because I want to teach you another few things before solving the next problem. Now see here, sir. Suppose, for example, if we know the value of x plus 1 by x as k, if we know x plus 1 by x as k, then we know how to find x square plus 1 by x square. We already know it. We have solved multiple problems. We also know how to find x minus 1 by x. We also have to find right now x cube plus 1 by x cube. I am interested in taking it to the next power right now. I hope you are understanding. Now, I want the power to become 3. Only one thing I will prove. The second thing is exact the reverse. I will just write the second equation later. I want the power to be 3. That means because the power has to become 3, I will cube it both sides. This left hand side becomes x plus 1 by x whole cube. A plus b whole cube is a cube plus b cube plus 3ab, 3 into x into 1 by x into a plus b. A plus b is x plus 1 by x. Right hand side is k, cube it. It is k cube. X cancels with 1 by x, and this becomes x cube plus 1 by x cube plus 3 into x plus 1 by x value we know from the given data as k. We know it as k. Right hand side is k cube. That means very important point. Very important point. Shift this plus 3k to the right hand side. It becomes minus 3k. So can I conclude it? Okay, before moving on to the next problem, let me conclude. Let me conclude both the equation in this particular screen itself. So can I say that if x plus 1 by x value is equal to k, let me write it also if it is required. If x plus 1 by x value is equal to k, then I am interested in finding x cube plus 1 by x cube value. I am interested in finding x cube plus 1 by x cube. That is nothing but k cube plus 3k on the right hand side comes to the left hand side will come to the right hand side. It becomes minus 3k. That means x cube plus 1 by x cube will be equal to k cube minus 3k. I hope you are understanding the logic. If x plus 1 by x is equal to k, then x cube plus 1 by x cube will be equal to k cube minus 3k. Everyone should be very clear with this particular logic, sir. Right? If x plus 1 by x is equal to k, then x cube plus 1 by x cube is k cube minus 3k. Similarly, I will not do the second proof. If x minus 1 by x is equal to k, if you want the proof, do it in the same way like I did here. If x minus 1 by x is equal to k, then x cube minus 1 by x cube will be equal to k cube plus 3k. That means if it is plus on the left hand side, in the answer right hand side it will be minus. If it is minus on the left hand side, in the answer right hand side it will be plus. It is just the opposite signs, right? Don't get confused once again. Now this should be very clear. If it is x plus 1 by x known to me, if I am finding x cube plus 1 by x cube, then it is k cube minus 3k. If I am finding x cube minus 1 by x cube, then it is k cube plus 3k. Right? Now, this is the concept. How to solve my problems. Now see here, sir. Problems are damn easy if you know the concept. Now see here. M plus 1 by m minus 11 is 0. M cube plus 1 by m cube I need to find. Because I am finding m cube plus 1 by m cube, because I am finding m cube plus 1 by m cube, if I had the value of m plus 1 by m, If I had the value of m plus 1 by m as some constant k, then finding out m cube plus 1 by m cube is not at all a difficult task. First try to get this particular value m plus 1 by m. Now how to get it? In this equation, I don't want the denominator. So entire numerator I will multiply by m minus 11. It is m into m minus 11 plus 1 into m minus 11 by m minus 11 cancels. Right hand side is 0 into m minus 11, 0. If I make this as quadratic equation, this becomes m into m is m square. Just a minute, sir. Just a minute. It is m square minus 11m plus 1 equal to 0, and I am damn sure that whenever you get a quadratic equation, you know how to get it very easily, because it is plus sign for the constant. I am actually finding m plus 1 by m, and the middle coefficient is minus 11. Shift it to the right hand side, it becomes plus 11. Now I know the value of m plus 1 by m as 11. M cube plus 1 by m cube, is it a difficult task? I am sure that it is not a difficult task. It is k cube minus 3k. It is 11 cube minus 3 into 11. 11 cube is 1331 minus 33. 1331 minus 33. It is 1298. Answer for this question can be easily got as 1298, and that is nothing but your option C. I hope the idea is clear, sir. Or if you are little smart also, you don't even have to subtract these two values. See, all this comes by practice. All this comes by practice and the way you think. That's all. See here, sir. From this 1331, I am subtracting a positive number. Answer cannot be negative. Fourth option ruled out. From this 1331, I am subtracting something. So answer cannot be greater than 1331. Second option is ruled out. From this 1331, I am subtracting very small number called as 33. Answer cannot go extra. Answer cannot go less than 1000. It is ruled out. First option is ruled out. Only one option 1298 is left out. These are all common sense. See, anyway, 1331 minus 33 is not a very big deal to subtract. It's very simple actually. But having said that, I want to teach you some more things so that you will think in your examination all, and probably you will save time. I hope this question is very clear for you people, sir. Question number 57. Now see here, sir. See here, very easy question. To be honestly saying it to you, this is an exam paper question, right? It's an examination question. See here, sir. Same question I am putting on the screen. I am solving right now. The question is, if the average of two numbers p and 1 by p is a, here p is not equal to 0, right? Here p is not equal to 0. Then average of p cube and 1 by p cube is how much? Now see here, average is nothing but sum of the quantities by number of quantities. You know it. There are only two quantities, p and 1 by p. So average is nothing but p plus 1 by p divided by 2. And that average is given as a. That means from this can I say it as p plus 1 by p is nothing but 2 times of a, right? It is nothing but 2 times of a. Find the average of p cube plus 1 by p cube. That means p cube plus 1 by p cube whole thing divided by 2. This is what they are asking. Now first of all, this divided by 2 will be as it is, right? Now I know the value of p plus 1 by p as 2a. Finding out p cube plus 1 by p cube is not at all a difficult task. I am sure that it is not a difficult task. So this is nothing but k cube minus, how much it is? K cube minus 3k, sorry sir, k cube minus 3k, right? So value is k cube minus 3k, k value is 2a. 2a whole cube is 8a cube minus 3k, 3 into 2a is 6a, right? It is 6a, divide by 2. 8a cube by 2 is nothing but 4a cube minus 6a by 2 is nothing but 3a. Final answer is 4a cube minus 3a, which is nothing, sorry, 4a cube, yes, it is minus 3a itself. Which option is satisfying? Answer which is satisfying is option B. Right answer for this question is option B. Now, this is one of the method that you can implement. This method also is a very easy method, sir. It is not at all a difficult method, but if some other students say that, so no sir, I want to learn other method also, you can follow this method as well. What is this method? This is also a very easy method, sir. Now see here, instead of solving by variables, put some numerical value. Suppose for example, if I put p value as 1, right, if I put p value as 1, question says average of p and 1 by p is a. That means p value is 1. 1 plus 1 by 1 divided by 2. This value is given in the question as a, right? This is given in the question as a. 1 plus 1 is 2. 2 by 2 is how much? 1. Because I took p value 1, I am also getting a value 1, right? I am also getting a value 1. Question says, what is the average of p cube plus 1 by p cube? P cube plus 1 by p cube by 2 value is how much? Can I say that p value I took it as 1. 1 plus 1 by 1 is 2. 2 by 2 is 1. That means my final answer should also be 1. Check out from the answer options. Now we know that a value is 1. 4 minus 2 is 2. It is not equal to 1. 4 minus 4 is 0. Not equal to 1. 4 minus 1 is 3. Not equal to 1. 4 minus 3 is 1. This should be the correct answer. Either apply a variable based learning, that is nothing but method 1, or apply a methodology which will make use of numbers instead of variables, that is method 2. You decide which is the best method according to your convenience and take it forward. I hope the idea is very clear for you people, sir. Next, question number 58. Question number 58. Now see here. Question says m plus 1 divided by m plus 3 is equal to 1. They are asking you m plus 3 whole cube plus 1 by m plus 3 whole cube minus 4 value we need. Now see here, these kind of questions we have already solved it, sir. Here it is m plus 3, here also it is m plus 3, here also it is m plus 3. Then why not m plus 3 here? Make it here also m plus 3. That means you added 3 on the left hand side. Add 3 on the right hand side also. Right hand side becomes 1 plus 3, 4. That means in simple language can I say that m plus 3, let me call it as x for time being. If you are getting confused, let me call it. Otherwise you can directly solve it, sir. X plus 1 by x is 4. X cube plus 1 by x cube minus 4 value they are asking. X cube plus 1 by x cube is, it is k cube minus 3k. 4 cube minus 3 into 4. Minus 4 in the question, I will write it as it is. 64 minus 16. Answer is 48. These are all very easy once you understand the previous questions what I have solved. Otherwise you will think that these are all very questions and probably you will make use of solving these questions in a much more longer duration. Please try to avoid so much of extra steps. Very easily you can solve these questions. Question number 59. Now see here, this is a very good question. Very good question, but once again a very easy question. Now see here, 59. If root p plus 1 by root p is equal to root 19, that means, can I say that root p is nothing but p power 1 by 2 plus 1 by root p is nothing but 1 by p power 1 by 2 is equal to root 19, right, is equal to root 19. Now, question is, p root p plus 1 by p root p is how much? This is p power 1. Root p is p power half. P power 1 into p power half. It is p power 3 by 2. Right? It is p power 3 by 2 plus 1 by p power 3 by 2. This is equal to how much? This is what they are asking. Now, whatever we have solved till now, I hope you understood whatever we have solved till now, sir. This particular question, 58th previous question, x plus 1 by x value is given in the question as 4 and they are asking you x cube plus 1 by x cube value is how much? power of x is 1. Here also power of x is 1, and the power 1 is becoming 3. That means power is multiplied by 3. Here also power is multiplied by 3. X cube plus 1 by x cube is, it is k cube minus 3k, right? This you are aware of. Same logic here also. This is what I said sometime before. Don't look at some powers and tell to yourself that the question itself is difficult because they are awkward powers. The question is very simple. Power is 1 by 2. Here the power is 3 by 2. That means the power is getting multiplied by 3 times. Here also the power is getting multiplied by 3 times. That means in simple language, your answer is nothing but k cube minus 3k. K cube minus 3k is nothing but k value is root 19. Root 19 whole cube minus 3 times of root 19. Root 19 whole cube is root 19 whole square into root 19. Root 19 whole square is nothing but 19. Right? 19 root 19 minus 3 root 19. 19 root 19 minus 3 root 19 is nothing but 16 root 19. Now, instead of doing all these things and wasting our time once again in the examination, we came to know that answer is 16 root 19, which is absolutely correct. But you don't need to write all these values and waste your time in the examination, sir. It is very, very simple. If possible, try to remember this statement, what I am trying to say right now. This statement, whatever I am trying to say is, whenever the question condition is root x plus 1 by root x is given as the root of something. It can be root anything. It need not be root 19 itself. It can be root 21, root 24, root 27, root 16, or root 12, root 13, anything it can be. It is very simple to find p root or x root x plus 1 by x root x. How? Because it is nothing but root 19, right? This is nothing but root 19. The multiplying factor for root 19 will be 3 less than 19 without a square root. So it is 19 minus 3, 16. That means instead in the question, if it is instead of root 19, if it is given in the question as root 13, answer will be 10 root 13. I hope it is clear. 3 less than 13 is how much? 10 only, right? Instead, suppose if the question, instead of root 19, if the question it is given something like 342, answer will be 339 into 342 under the square root, right? 339 is without the square root. 342 will be as it is inside the square root. Suppose in the question right hand side, instead of root 19, it is given as root 20. Answer is 17 into root 20. I hope the idea is clear. Now, you might ask me a question. Sir, you are just making a statement. I don't want just to carry forward your statement. I want a proof of it. Let me prove you also, sir, because these are all something I want you people to learn it right now itself. Now, the given condition is something like this: x power 1 by 2 plus 1 by x power 1 by 2. In the question they gave it as root 19. In general I am taking it as root k, right? Root k. Now I am interested in finding x power 3 by 2. X power 3 by 2 plus 1 by x power 3 by 2. 1 minute, sir. Just a minute, it's not writing. Okay, yes. X power 3 by 2 plus 1 by x power 3 by 2. Now, we know that the power is getting tripled. That means answer will be of the form, what is that? Right hand side whole cube minus 3 into right hand side. So, root k whole cube minus 3 into k, right? 3 into root k, not 3 into k, 3 into root k. Now, this can be written as root k whole cube is k into root k minus 3 into root k. If I take root k common factor, it becomes k minus 3. That means whatever is inside the square root, whatever number is present inside the square root, subtract 3, and that will be the multiplying factor of that third square root of k. That means inside the square root, if it is root of 26, your final answer in this case will become 23 into root 26. I hope you are understanding, sir. The questions will be like this in your exam, and you can solve it so simple. So easily you can solve all these questions. Trust me, you don't need to write all these things at all. Trust me, take my words, you don't need to write. Looking into a question, you should immediately judge, oh, This is given as root 19, right? Okay, question condition is p root p into 1 by p root 3. Okay, this is nothing but subtraction of 3. It is 19 minus 3, 16 root 19. Where is the option? Option A. Mark it. Over. That is how fast you should be. That is how fast. And trust me, that will come by practice. See the next question. See the next question. Same logic. You don't need to scratch your head, sir. You don't at all need to scratch your head if you are good in shortcuts. Power is 15. Question says 45. 15 3 times is 45. I hope you are understanding. 15 3 times is 45. Here also power is 15. Question says 45. 15 3 times is 45. That means answer is right hand side is 9. It is k cube minus 3k. 9 cube minus 27. 729 minus 27. Answer is 702, which is option C. Very fast you can solve it. And see here, sir. Again I am saying you, these are all shorter and smartest way of solving. You actually don't need to subtract 729 and 77. In fact, 729 minus 27 is not at all a difficult subtraction. It is as simple as it can be. But still, having said that, I am teaching you another way. See here. You are subtracting something from 729. Definitely it will be less than 729. It will not be equal to 729. So that means option A is ruled out. Option A is straightforward ruled out. Similarly, because you are subtracting something from 729, answer can definitely not be greater than 729. Options B and D are ruled out. Only one option, option C, is left out. Answer is 702. Anyway, it's not difficult subtraction to find out 729 and 27 difference. It's very simple. But having said that, your ability to think and solve it in the answer options, your ability to think and make use of answer option determine your success level in your aptitude reasoning examinations. And trust me, that is how you need to think or to clear an aptitude examination. Not just by using some stupid subtractions or additions method and waste your time. Yes, it is easy to subtract, but I don't want you to do that unless and until you have all the options which are matching some criteria. I hope the idea is clear for you, sir. Question number 61. Question number 61. Again, our previous models, what we had solved earlier, similar to that only is what we have right now. If m plus 1 by 16m is equal to 1, 64m cube plus 1 by 64m cube is equal to how much? Now, this can be written as 64m cube is nothing but 4m whole cube. 1 by 64m cube is 1 divided by 4m whole cube. Now, it is, think logically, sir. Little logical thinking can make you solve the question so easy. Now, suppose if I have 4m plus 1 by 4m value as some constant k. If 4m plus 1 by 4m value is known to me as some constant k, then finding out 4m cube plus 1 by 4m whole cube is not at all a difficult task. It is just nothing but k cube minus 3k. But question is not given in 4m plus 1 by 4m format. Question is given as m plus 1 by 16m format. It is given in a completely different format, sir. Right? Question is given as m plus 1 by 16m format. But I know that I want to reduce it to 4m plus 1 by 4m. Very simple. Coefficient of m, I want it to be 4. But here it is not 4. Make it as 4. Make the entire left hand side get multiplied by 4. Simultaneously right hand side also multiply by 4. So this entire thing becomes 4 into m. It is 4m plus 4 into 1 by 16. It is 1 by 4m. Now I know the value of 4m plus 1 by 4m equals as 1 into 4, 4. I know this particular value. If I know this, finding out this value is definitely not a difficult task. It is just nothing but k cube minus 3k. Answer is 4 cube minus 3 into 4. 64 minus 12. Answer for this, once again an easy question. Answer for this question is 64 minus 12 is nothing but how much? 52. Answer for this question is how much, sir? It is 52. Very, very easy. Next, question number 62. Question number 62. Now see here. Once again the same variety of question what I am solving. This was asked in your CPU examination paper. Right? This was asked in your CPU. Now see here, sir. Listen to this carefully. Question number 62. P plus 1 by 25p equal to 1. 125p cube plus 125 1 by 125p cube is equal to question mark. Sir, what is this, sir? This looks like a mixed fraction, right, sir? Yes, it is a mixed fraction. Now see here, sir. I am sure you all know this. Let me take one or two examples. Suppose if I have a mixed fraction, something called as 3 4 by 5. 3 4 by 5 can be written as 3 plus 4 by 5. I am sure you know this, you have learnt it in your school days. Suppose I have something called as 9 6 by 8, for example. This can be written as 9 plus 6 by 8. Similarly, here also I have something called as 125 plus 125 1 by 125 p cube. This can be written as 125 plus, that plus let me write it here, 1 by 125 p cube. I hope you are understanding. This 125 p cube I will write it as it is. I will write it as it is. That means this question reduces to 125 p cube is 5p whole cube plus 1 by 125 p cube is 1 by 5p whole cube. For this term I am just adding that 125 extra in according to the question. This is what you are asked to find. Now again it is exactly similar to question number 61. Exactly similar. What is that they want you? They want you to find 5p whole cube plus 1 by 5p whole cube. That means, can I say that if I know the value of 5p plus 1 by 5p as some constant k, then finding out 5p whole cube plus 1 by 5p whole cube is definitely not a difficult task. So, I want to reduce the question to this format. Question is not like that. Question coefficient of p is 1, but I want the coefficient of p to be 5. Multiply on the left side, multiply on the right side. That means 5 into p is 5p, 5 into 1 by 25p is 1 by 5p, right hand side is 1 into 5, it is 5. If this is known to me, then this particular marked one, 5p whole cube plus 1 by 5p whole cube is k cube 125 whole cube, 5 cube minus 3 into 5. 5 cube minus 5 plus 125. That means 125 plus 125. It is 250. From 250 subtract 15. Answer is 235. These are all very easy questions, sir. I think by now you should be very comfortable with this varieties of questions. See the next question. Question number 63. Question number 63. Pretty much similar to my previous questions. This is what we need to find. Let us not waste too much of time. 64 by 8 is 8. M power 6 by M power 3 is M power 3. Plus 1 by 8 M power 3. 1 by 8 M power 3. Further can be reduced as 2M whole power 3. 2M whole power 3. Plus 1 by 2m whole cube. This is what they are asking you to find. For this to be, for me to find this value, I should first know 2m plus 1 by 2m value. I should first know 2m plus 1 by 2m value. But that means coefficient of m should be 2. But here it is 1. Multiply by 2. What is the difficulty? It becomes 2m plus 2 into 1 by 4m. It is 1 by 2m. Right hand side is 2 into 5 by 2. It is nothing but 5. I know this value as 5. So this value will be equal to k cube. 5 cube minus 3 into 5. 125 minus 15. It is 110. Sir, again and again I am saying it to you, you don't even deserve a pen to solve all these varieties of questions. They are damn easy. They are damn easy. Trust me, you can crack your SSC exam or any other exam which you are appearing for. Aptitude is damn easy. Forget about they are. They are is what I refer to as these kind of questions. But trust me, forget about only referring to these kind of questions. Aptitude itself is damn easy. It is very much easy, provided you know some beautiful shortcuts in solving those questions. I hope whatever we have solved till now, till 63rd question, starting from the first question, and before starting the first question we have discussed so many extra things which are helping us to solve many questions. I think everything what we have discussed is very clear till this point of time, sir.